Welcome to Patriot Bay Estate. Patriot Bay Estate, you can see it's going to be like a replica of Turkey, Africa. It's going to be a replica of Turkey, Africa in terms of amenities. So here too, we'll be having an helipad just the same way we have there. We'll be having a basketball courts, we'll be having a football pitch, and also we'll be having a wine village here. So that's actually going to be all the facilities in Turkey. It's actually going to be our signature in all our landed property project. So we are actually expecting a replica of Turkey, Africa in here in Petro Bay Estate. And also, we are just backing the international airport. From here, you should be viewing the international airport. So I don't know if you can see something there. That something like a big drum, an aluminum drum there. Yeah. So it's actually in the heart of the international airport. I think we are just being divided by the lagoon. So from here, taking from the shopper to the international airport, there is less than 2 minutes shopper flight down there. So it has a very great proximity. And I believe as time goes on, they are actually working on a jetty down the road. By there, people can also just cross by jetty to the international airport. So Epe is actually the future of Lagos. Like I used to say, Epe is the future of Lagos. And once again, we'll be having, like I said, we'll be having a replica of what we have in Luki Africa. And you already know the basketball court, football pitch, premium access road. And then we used to make sure that before we actually launch any of our projects, we meet up with some milestones of development before actually putting into the market. You can see we're already done with our gatehouse before we actually put it into the market. And then what we're doing next is the access road, and then we'll be doing the drainage, and then we start each and every facilities a step at a time. So I believe people want to ask what is actually really unique regarding this project. Definitely, there's an innovation behind this project. The reason why we call it Patriot Bay Estate. And the reason why is because we actually made our research and we realized that we have so much people in the military force, we have a lot of civil servants that couldn't afford property ownership. Whereas when some of them actually go to war front and then they actually, unfortunately, maybe die in the war front, their family actually go begging because of why? Because the husband, the person working in the military doesn't have money to actually buy property. They can't afford it. There's no package. There's no plan for them to actually own property ownership. So because of that, we actually step in and realize that okay, how can we actually give back to this set of people how we can actually really appreciate them. We now came up with an initiative. Then on this project, we're actually going to name it after all our patriots, people that have been working hard for the country, people that have been serving us, being in the battlefront, working hard for our country, Nigeria. So we came up with a 7% special discount for every hero, for people in the military and paramilitary that want to be buying into these estates. So they'll be getting a whooping of 7% discount on every numbers of product they are buying. So they'll be getting a whooping of 7% discount. So during the process of actually we actually coming up with these infrastructures and this plan, we actually some civil servants get to be on the table that very day. So they actually argue, what about we civil servants? Are we not serving the country? So what do you people actually have for? So also for all civil servants, there's going to be a 4% special discount for them when they are actually buying into these estates. A full discount for all civil servants, and also a 7% for all people in the security and paramilitary sector. And also, the estate is not just meant for this set of people alone, but business people can also buy into this estate at the normal price that is on the flyer. I understand. So people can also buy into the project, even if they are not into the military or they are not civil servants at the normal price. As you can see, we already have a houses around there. If you look at your right, so this is Ketu town, and then there's an 100% red light you can see. And then as regarding the title is actually C of O in progress. So that is why we're actually parading the current price we're parading. And if you check the FAQ, you're actually going to see the time frame of which the C of O is actually going to be out. We actually, according to the FAQ, it is 36 months, or not before 36 months. The C of O processing is actually going to be out. It ought to be lesser, but because of unforeseen circumstances that we're currently also facing when it comes to documentation in Lagos, something that takes you 1 month might take up to 6 months in Lagos State. As a matter of fact, people at Alausa till now they've not resumed. They gave them time to actually go and do campaign and stuff. All of them closed down the office. So till now, they are still yet to resume. So those are the major factors that actually comes when what that actually happens when it comes to document fast tracking. We have a lot of COs, we have a lot of governors' consent just for them to just sign till date for the past 3 months, of which we have the prototype for the past 3 months. They are still yet to go back to the officer. I think immediately after they won the election, they gave them about 3 more weeks leave to go and use to do relaxation because they won the election as a lot of their own jubilation. So those are a lot of factors that actually delay when it comes to document. That is why we actually on the safer side. We want to have even given our people a shorter time, but clients will be sticking to that time, and then we don't want them dragging away with us. That is why we actually put a very favorable time for both the company and us, and then we also factor in unforeseen circumstances. That is why we say in 36 months the COO is actually going to be ready and out. And that is why the price is actually currently selling for the price that we are selling. We know what price and products that our COO are selling for in this axis. Price is all inclusive.
Okay, so you've heard it all about Patriot Bay. Like the MD said, the international airport is just behind the estate, and there's going to be a jetty there. So the good news there now is that you don't need to enter the rush of the traffic to get to the Lekki International Airport. And then this estate is on the road. I talked in my last video, I talked about the logistics and food hub, which is the biggest food bank in West Africa. So it's on the same road. The best price to buy a property is at its pre-launch price. After that, of course, you get the launch price and then it begins to increase, because at the pre-launch price, you can't get it that low anymore. Though today is the launch of this estate, but we are still selling it at the pre-launch price, which is for 500 square meters, it's going for 7.5 million. And then for 300 square meters, it's going for 4.8 million. Now, in a couple of weeks, these prices will be going up. For 500 square meters, you have to pay 10 million for it, and then for the 300 square meters you'll be paying 7.8. Which do you prefer? Buy now at the cheapest price and begin to cash out in less than 3-4 weeks, or you want to wait till then when you have to buy it at a higher price? Let's tidy this deal for you. I want you to get it at this pre-launch price, because this is a huge advantage. This is a launch day, and the prices are still selling for the pre-launch at the pre-launch rate, and it's still going to go on for a couple of weeks. Please don't sleep on this deal. Don't leave this deal on the table. I'll be waiting for you in my DM and in my WhatsApp.